outbreak of the French Revolution. How did actually this French Revolution broke? We find that on 5th May 1789, King Louis XVI, along with the French government and the people in the Estates General, that means each member from the three estates who acted as representatives, they came together to discuss upon a new taxation. And this became very urgent. This was a crucial meeting conducted by the king in order to identify whether they were actually facing a very huge financial crisis. So they wanted to discuss about the new tax that they wanted to be imposed, and obviously it was imposed on the third estate only. So the members of the Estate General, that is members from the third estate, did not accept this conclusion. They did not accept this imposition of the new taxation, and they broke up with the Estate General. They then declared themselves as the National Assembly and marked the beginning of the French Revolution. The king declared the decision of the new assembly, that is the National Assembly, invalid and dismissed some members of the third estate who were there in the meetings for the Estate General. So, on 14th July 1789, an angry French mob stormed the Bastille. The Bastille was the fort wherein the prisoners of wars, arms, ammunitions, gunpowders were being kept. It was a symbol of the monarchy and authority. The fall of Bastille marked the fall of the monarchy. The mob or the commoners freed the prisoners and razed the jail building. They also took away all the arms and the gunpowder. This was the fall of Bastille and is considered the opening of salvo of the radical stage of French Revolution. You can have a look at the picture wherein the Bastille is under attack and it is being disrupted to grounds, raised by the commoners. Next, let us start with the next topic, that is the post-revolution period, wherein the National Assembly declared the rights for human or man, which included equality, liberty, and fraternity, and it also stated the rights to resist oppression. However, Louis XVI refused and he tried to evade, wherein he and his family was caught and guillotined by the common masses. Guillotined means beheaded in front of the whole masses. This led to emergence of a new revolutionary called Maximilien Robespierre, who began with the era or the reign of terror. He followed a policy of arrest and death. He was very cruel and insensitive. Looking at this scenario and the current situation of France, countries like Austria, Britain, the Netherlands, Prussia and Spain declared war on France. Frightened by this turn of events, Robespierre's colleagues ordered his execution. Robespierre was again executed and a new form of government called the Directorates was set up. We find that the directorate form of government means those who are representatives or are appointed by the people. But for dismay, we find that again there were lots of clashes and directorates even failed to prove themselves a stable government. Taking the advantages of all this chaos, a new power rise, that is in 1795 we see the rise of a military general called Napoleon Bonaparte. He declared himself as Emperor of France in 1804. By 1810, he expanded his rule to nearly all of Europe. Napoleon was a brilliant leader. He inspired his troops with various speeches. He led his army from French front and used very innovative tactics. His control of Europe pushed many countries into the modern world. Now let us discuss some of the changes that were brought by Napoleon. First, he gave the protection of private property, which means now people can have their own property. Second, equality before law. Every individual had equal rights before law. Uniform system of weights, which helped in expansion of trade transactions. Modernized warfare using cannons and large armies. Now let us discuss the impact or the significance of French Revolution. What did the initial revolution of the world give away? That is, what was its importance to the world? How did it brought a change? So the first change that it brought is it ended the rule of monarchy. It ended the arbitrary and the despotic rules of the monarchs. Second, it established that people were the source of power, thus giving importance to the commoners. The revolution also established great ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity, which inspired revolutionary and democratic ideas everywhere in the world. Fourth, it gave the term nation its new and modern meaning. As such, a nation is not the territory of a country, but the people of the country having a long and common history and a distinct feeling of oneness with their countrymen. And at the last, French Revolution brought various social, economic and political changes, and even there we could find changes in the daily life of people. One such case is the act of censorship, which was being removed after the Declaration of the Rights of Man was being made. Now anybody could print or publish any material related to his will. Thus, we can conclude that the French Revolution is one of the most important events in the world history. After this revolution, the Republic of France was established and liberty, fraternity and equality became its guiding principles. Hope you all have understood this lesson. Thank you.